Hello guys, welcome to today's live stream. I hope you guys are doing well. So let's go ahead and get into some general love messages for the general love forecast, and then we'll get into the messages for those of you who have requested a reading. All right guys, so let's begin. Hey guys, how are you? I hope you're all doing well. So if you're just now hopping on for the first time, we're going to start off with a general love reading for the collective. So whoever is tuned in, and hopefully there's something in the messages that'll resonate for you here today. But the main reason why we do these is to be able to give you guys the opportunity to go ahead and book your own personal mini reading. So if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I like to announce it over there. To give folks the opportunity to go ahead and prepay for their personal mini, and that way we can just knock all that out before the live stream. But for those who would prefer to do the super chat, you're more than welcome to do so. Moderator Cameron, she's in charge of the comments. If you have any questions regarding a personal reading here, feel free to go ahead and ask her. She'll be able to help you out. All right, guys, so let's get started here. All right, so starting off with letters and zodiacs of who needs to come through here. Hi, Keandra, I've got your reading. So as soon as we're done with the general portion of the messages, and we'll get into your reading, okay? And again, anyone else who's interested in getting a personal today, feel free to go ahead and do the super chat. So we'll start that. All right, let's get some letters here, guys. It could be a part of your name, a part of somebody that you're thinking about. If you happen to be single, maybe, you know, later on down the line, this might make more sense for you. So let's see. So I like to do these just to custom tailor it a bit for those who might be thinking of a particular somebody. But it could also be picking up off of your own name, okay? So maybe there's something specific that you need to hear today. All right, we've got Y. YG, okay. We have an A, okay. So this could represent initials, or again, parts of your person's name if you're thinking about somebody, or your own. Double K's, okay. That could be someone's initials. We have an O. We've got F coming through. Let's grab a few more here. H. We've got double Y's coming through, so that could be significant, like these double letters. Okay, you and your person might both have Y's in your name, or even K. We have a U. Let me grab one more here. And then we have an N. All right, so if any of those letters are jumping out for you, and it's interesting, Keandra, that you're here, of course. We've got that K coming in, representing a part of your name. All right, so if any of these make sense, you could play around with the letters. You can always come back and rewatch this later and just fix it the way you need to. But those are the letters for today. All right, so let's go ahead and set these aside. Let's grab some zodiacs to get a better idea of who might be coming through here today for the collective. All right, here we go. We have Leo. Could be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, okay? We have Taurus coming forward. We have Virgo. We also have Scorpio coming through. We've got Gemini. Let me grab one more. Okay, two. We've got double Virgo coming through. So some of you guys, you might be a Virgo. You could be thinking of a Virgo. Somebody's got a lot of Virgo in their chart. And then we also have Aquarius represented right here. So those are today's signs for the collective. Hopefully that resonates for you and somebody that you might be thinking about. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some physical features, descriptions of what this person might look like. It could also be describing you. Okay. So from Jennifer Aquarius Tarot, let's grab some cards. Who's My Next Love is the title of this deck here that she created. So some descriptions. Again, it could be for my singles describing somebody that you end up meeting later if you don't have anyone in mind. We do have brown hair, ginger hair, okay. Somebody could also dye their hair that particular color. Rounded chin. That could be a masculine, of course. Okay, we have race, white, okay. Somebody could have hazel eyes. Somebody could be very tall in stature. They could dress in a preppy way. What else? This one's casual. Preppy or casual. Let's grab a few more. We have Cancer coming through. I don't think Cancer came through before, right? Yeah, no. So we could add that to the list of a zodiac sign that's coming through here. So Cancer. Slim. Somebody who could be slim and tall. Street fashion. We have a skateboard right there. Maybe somebody owns a skateboard or likes to skateboard. We have biracial. Okay, some of you guys might be in a biracial relationship. Small ears. I'm seeing the number 6, so I'm going to go ahead and pull 6 more cards from this deck. Okay, Divine Feminine, you're coming through, or somebody who is very feminine. The red rose could also be significant for someone. That could be somebody's favorite flower. Vibrant dresser, vibrant personality. All right, a few more. Bald head or a shaved head. Big ears. Small ears, big ears. Something about the ears. All right. Small chin, and one last one. And then we have race islander. Okay. So some of those descriptions, again, could make sense, or maybe a little bit more time is needed in order for these messages to make sense for you. So that's what we've got. All right, I want to grab from one more deck. It'll give us an idea of who's thinking about you or who it is that you're thinking about. Okay, so here we go. So this one's from a couple of my decks that I've combined. If you have watched these before, you've probably already seen me use these. All right, let's grab some additional descriptions of who you're thinking about, who it is that might be thinking of you. You will meet your ideal partner during the winter season. That could make sense for some of you. Maybe that's when you met. That could be latter half of this year if you're single, or something significant during the winter season could be happening for you this year. Let's see. Yeah. All right, this one says your ideal mate will be very popular, have many friends, and have a busy social life, but will always make time for you. Okay, so they could be pretty popular. They're always busy. They have a busy social life. But once you guys make that connection, they'll always make time for you. What else here? Your ideal mate is very romantic, or of course you already know somebody who is very romantic towards you. All right, let's grab some more here. You will meet your ideal partner at the movies. All right, so that could either hold true for you, or somebody loves the movies. Maybe that's something that you have in common. And then this one says you guys could meet at a restaurant, or maybe when you're out and about having lunch or dinner somewhere, and you just happen to run across somebody and find yourself instantly attracted to them. Okay. That could also represent maybe like a first date, you know, when you guys go out for dinner or something. Let's see what else. You and your ideal mate will be a match made in heaven. So this is somebody that you consider to be your perfect match. And when you make this love connection, it's like this instantaneous attraction towards each other where you just know that you guys fit perfectly together. And if you're already thinking of someone like that, maybe once we start tapping into the energies for the collective, maybe there's something significant there for you. All right, let's grab a few more and then we'll get into some tarot here. Your ideal mate will come from a large family, or you could have a large family yourself. All right, one more. Okay, 2. Okay, 3. 3 cards fell out. We'll take them. Your future love will shower you with flowers. So that's a very nice gesture. Your ideal mate will have thick eyebrows and very expressive eyes. And then lastly, your future love has a big heart. Okay, so some pretty nice qualities representing itself there. All right, so let's go ahead and grab some additional messages here, and then let's get into some tarot. All right, so now that we have an idea of who it is that's coming towards you, who it is that you might be thinking about. All right, here we go. So this is Sister Moon Tarot's deck, relationship design cards. All right, so we've got this first card coming through, dishonest, disloyal, broken, betrayal. And that could have been what you have endured in this partnership, okay? Maybe there were infidelities there. Maybe they did something to break your trust. Let's see what else comes forward. And I'm seeing the flowers here. We already saw the reference to the flowers. So maybe their way of trying to apologize could be sending you flowers, if that makes sense. We've got regrets coming in next, taking a look back, the mistakes they've made, the apologies that they want to make, more than likely because of something that they did to betray your trust or to break the partnership. Let's see. We have nourish, healthy, peaceful, nurture. So what I'm kind of getting from this energy is if you were in an unhealthy partnership, let's just say, where they were disloyal, or it could have been a third party situation, and now this person's looking back at the connection and what you guys had, and now they've got all of these regrets. This right here, if you relate to that scenario, this is you giving back to yourself because you took yourself away from something that just wasn't working for you. Unless it's happening to you right now and you're thinking, you know, what the heck do I need to do at this point now that I've realized that they're not really in my corner, that they don't have my back, that, you know, they're more than likely investing their time and energy with somebody else. This is the need for you to be able to bring yourself peace. And how do you do that? Sometimes in order to get that, you need to walk away from somebody who's just not treating you right, you know? But of course, we'll see what the tarot messages bring forward. I'm just getting that. This is the next card. We've got protection, guarded, defensive, walls. So again, if you relate to this situation, if somebody just wasn't honest with you, or they lied to you, or they kept things from you, could have been a secret affair. It could have been something that you found out that they were doing, you know? So it's some shady vibe going on here, and more than likely if you relate to this, you found out about it, or You did your own research and realized that they were either cheating or not being forthcoming with you. So right here, this is you again giving back to yourself, finding peace within your own life, and just setting up these boundaries so that they can't hurt you, you know. But if you've walked away from somebody and you're just really opening yourself up to the possibility of someone new, a new love, then perhaps part of healing your vibe is to be able to slowly break down these walls to allow a good person to come in. Because by doing that, by going through your own healing journey, look what's coming in for you. Somebody that's very compatible, somebody who could be your perfect match. And we did see that energy earlier in one of the cards, right? Okay, so if you have yet to find someone that you feel is a good match for you, you know, as it says, you and your ideal mate will be a match made in heaven. This is somebody that just fits your heart like a glove. This isn't somebody that you're going to have to try to make it work with them. It just makes sense, you know? All right, so let's grab some tarot. Let's see what's up with that. All right, angels and spirit guides, please. For the collective, for those who are in need of guidance at this time. All right. Oh, I'm not surprised. Look at these cards. Knight of Wands. All right, look how this makes sense. Look at the next card. Eight of Cups. So if this is your situation, then more than likely you probably did walk away from a player. You walked away from somebody who didn't treat you right. Maybe they treated you like an option. You know, I'm not surprised to see the Five of Swords because we clearly see that there's conflicts there. They created drama where there didn't have to be any drama. They had way too many options, too many choices. Look at these cards. It's really coming through with that type of energy. So if that was the case, you know, treating you like an option, choosing somebody else, having way too many things going on in their love life, you were not their priority, unfortunately. Not your priority. And Divine Feminine, you're coming in as the Empress. You might have been dealing with an immature masculine who didn't treat you like you were that Empress, you know? So if you stuck around longer than you wanted to, perhaps, you know, that could have been you selling yourself short all that time, but hopefully empowering yourself at this point and distancing yourself from somebody who just wanted to play. That's the way that's presenting itself. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the Queen of Swords. So my Divine Feminines, after a while, you pretty much realized, you know what? I am this person. I am more empowered than the way you're treating me. And you probably cut them out. You probably did distance yourself. You might have ghosted them. Queen of Swords doesn't play around. The Queen of Swords means business and isn't afraid to cut someone out who isn't treating this queen correctly. The next card after that is the Four of Swords. So I like this because the Four of Swords represents that healing that needed to happen after betrayal, after somebody who was disloyal to you. They broke the relationship. They broke their commitment to the partnership. So, you know, hopefully if you relate to this, as I've mentioned, you've already distanced yourself from somebody like that because you deserve so much better than what this person has offered. All right, let's go ahead and continue to tap into that energy. Yeah, unfortunately, you know, sometimes we got to go through some crap in order to get to the great stuff. So that might have been what that was about. But as long as you recognize the power that you hold, that you are in control of your own destiny and the choices that you make, certainly when it comes to your love connections, and having gained the wisdom and learned the lesson behind that, then moving forward, you'll be able to find someone way better suited for you. 100%. All right, let's see what else. What else for the collective, please? Complicated. Indeed. And this says, you and I, we're a complex duo. This love story hasn't been easy. Ups, downs, challenges, obstacles to overcome. But you and I, together, we can get it through. We can get through it all. So that can only happen, and as it says, if both people are doing the work to get rid of why it's complicated to begin with. Okay, so the next card is Stepping Stones. I feel these two cards, it's still picking up off of what we saw already, because this one right here says, learn from your past mistakes to avoid life's pitfalls and thunderstorms. Until you do, tread lightly. The wrong step might land you in deep water. So it's very important to learn from some of the mistakes that have happened on your journey to be able to find the right kind of love. This applies to that person too. They might have created a whole lot of drama here. And that's a lesson that they need to learn too, because somewhere along the line, they're going to get burned. All right, let's see what else. What else, please, for the collective, or whoever this is resonating with? Stillness. When we're surrounded by life's overwhelming demands on our time, our space, our obligations, our relationships, sometimes all you need is a minute to catch your breath, to find yourself again. And it kind of reminds me of the Four of Swords, you know, just needing time to yourself, needing stillness, as it says, getting away from all the drama and the chaos of life, whether that's related to your love life or not. You know, sometimes we just need to sleep in, sometimes we need quiet, sometimes we need to meditate, and sometimes we need to just close the door and just leave the world out of it in order for you to just catch your breath. All right, let's grab one more. One more card, please, for whoever this makes sense for. Mystery woman. Okay, so this has something to do with infidelity, unfortunately, third parties. It could be a mystery man for some of you guys, but let me go ahead and read it. I'm the one he hides in the shadows, the one he doesn't tell you about, the one he comes home late for, the one he desires when he's not with you. Ouch, okay. Oh, look at the next card. I've been shuffling this deck. Look at these cards. Mystery woman, mystery man. So it depends on what you've encountered, if this makes sense for you. So it says, you don't have to tell him about me. We can just keep having fun together. I don't need to meet your family, your friends. It's our little secret. Come on over. All right, so this is just Jesus. It's like an infidelity to the umpteenth power. It's like, you know, that's a part of their regrets. That's part of the reason why we've got walls up, why we've got this Knight of Wands coming in and player mode, and why more than likely our feminines cut somebody out, you know. It could be the other way around for some of you, where maybe a masculine cuts someone out. It could go either way, but no wonder it's complicated. So if this happened, if this is a part of your story, your experience, there really is this need to learn from what didn't work in the past. All right, so let's clarify that with some tarot. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective, for whoever needs clarification on whatever's coming through here today. I'm going to pull from my Modern Day Seers Tarot and Oracle. So what's different about this particular tarot deck is, of course, it's got all of the usual cards in it, but I've also included additional oracle messages as well as court cards. So it's a little bit different from the usual, but let's see. I'm drawn to it. All right, what do we need to know? The Angel of Hope. Wow, okay. You've lost your way, your sense of direction. Which way is up, which way is down? Which way takes you away from who you are, and which way shows you the path you're meant to travel? This is not the end. I am here to help you restore the faith within you, to let you know that there is a ray of sunshine, a glimmer of hope that you fail to see. Open your eyes. I am here. So if you've lost hope in a situation, in a person, because they hurt you, maybe they cheated on you, we clearly see that with these two cards. There are secrets hidden behind these messages. They kept things from their partner. They didn't want to put it out there. You know, this is a lot of sneaking around right here. And so this ray of sunshine is able to move you forward in life to let you know that you can find happiness, that you can certainly find the love that you're looking for. You know, even if it is complicated, this is giving you a chance to find love again. All right, let's see. What else, please? The Duchess of Fire is one of the new oracle cards here. So this represents a divine feminine fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. If you happen to be a fire sign, and if you happen to represent divine feminine, and it's next to the stepping stones right here, more than likely you've done the work to be able to learn from what did not work in the past. You know, being able to learn from past mistakes. Let's see. We've got the Page of Wands. So we've got fire coming through for both the feminine and masculine. Some of you guys might be, maybe there's an age variance there for some of you. It doesn't necessarily have to be a huge age gap, but I feel for some, maybe the feminine, you're older than a masculine here. They could be a little bit more immature. Page of Wands, though, it does represent someone who is cheerful, free-spirited. They're not afraid to go after what it is that they want. It can represent communication that could be coming in from somebody that you're thinking about. And it's somebody who has love in their heart for you. We do have the Two of Cups. Somebody could have been married or certainly in a committed partnership, and then that connection might have experienced a third-party situation, some drama that went on there. Okay, and this message right here, the hope that's needed for two people to be able to find each other once again, for those of you at least who would be interested in reconnecting or reconciling with somebody that you're in separation from because of a possible third party. Okay, but look at this. We've got the Queen of Swords coming through again. Wow. Next to Mystery Man. So, yeah, somebody was cut out. Someone was cut out of the situation. We see Pink Rose. So it's in the upright, representing young love, innocent love, admiration, elegance, joy, gentleness, appreciation. It does represent the divine feminine. For some of you, maybe that's your favorite flower, a pink rose. We've got the Justice card coming through. So this is clarity, of course. If someone's keeping secrets from you, this is now the secret that's been discovered. It's coming through. Karmic justice, being able to balance the scales, finding balance perhaps in your life once again. You could be Libra. You could be thinking of a Libra. This can also represent legal matters, legal issues sometimes. It could be maybe a divorce, a legal separation. Maybe this person owed you money, whatever that legal matter is. If you're listening to this and going through that, it could be falling in your favor. And look at this. Here we are again with the Four of Swords. Okay, so this is giving you time to heal, to rest, especially if you are feeling just overwhelmed by life, stresses, anxiety. And I'm really happy to see the Chariot because this is moving you forward towards a much better path. Okay, it is clarifying that here. You're going in a different direction. At least that's where you're being guided. It's up to you, of course, whether or not you want to listen to that or to be able to take that advice. But it can put you onto a much better path for you to take action to be able to find success in life, certainly when it comes to your love life. So if you haven't had the best of luck in love, things will improve, things will get better, as long as you are able to put yourself first, to give back to yourself. So self-love for sure. All right, let's grab one more here. Give me one more card, please. We've got the Strength card. Some of you could be Leo. You could be thinking of a Leo. But I love this because, you know, whenever we're feeling down or we're just not feeling very strong, here's the strength that you need to be able to pick yourself back up, to be able to take whatever action you need to take in order to turn things around in your life, especially if your love life is just not going well. This gives you the opportunity to create change for the better, you know, to find courage where there is none right now. So being able to empower yourself, I feel, is very important. All right, let's grab one final message for the collective, and then let's get into some personals here. So it's guided to Sister Moon Tarot's decks today. So I use this one, Stay Inspired Oracle cards. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. What's some final advice today? Or whenever you're guided to tune in and watch this, if you happen to run across it at a later date. Give me a card, please. We've got new. Don't be afraid to try something new. Don't be afraid to move in a different direction. And I kind of feel that this reading is reiterating that. Try something different. Cultivate the wild in you. So if things are a little bit mundane or boring, if you just feel the need to turn the page, start a new chapter in your life, this is it. Perspective. You are one perspective shift away from living an entirely different life. It's so true. You know, sometimes we get really down on ourselves, or we feel sometimes that we are where we are and that's where we're meant to stay. Not really, you know. If you're unfulfilled, if you're not happy with where you're at, sometimes you just need to take a step back from that situation and to reassess things, you know. Letty, hello, can you do some songs? Yeah, sure. Yeah, we'll grab some songs. I was actually drawn to that before you said that. That's interesting. So yeah, we'll grab some songs for you guys. And look at that. We've got freedom. You are as free as you choose to be. Freedom is a mindset. It's so true. It's got something to do with that perspective, you know? Wow, so break free from a situation if you're just not happy. Let's grab one more, and then let's go ahead and grab those songs. And if things are stagnant, I do feel that things are going to be picking up for you. And that'll take you here. Look at that. Healthy relationships. So we've already seen unhealthy relationships, people that you couldn't trust, people that betrayed you, people that might have gotten you involved in some sort of drama, whether it was a third party or not, you know. So that's something that you could certainly attract your way. So let's read this. Healthy relationships are life's nectar where you feel seen, heard, respected. Wait for them. Demand them. Don't settle for anything less. Let them nourish you. They will bring you back to life. Absolutely. Didn't we already see something that said nourish? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look at that, guys. Okay, so we've got a couple of cards here that say that. Nourish, healthy, peaceful, nurture, giving back to yourself. So if your cup is empty right now, it's time for you to be able to focus on you for a change, because somebody just did not help to fill your cup. They helped to deplete it. Okay? All right, so let's grab some songs here, and then we'll go ahead and get into some personal requests. All right, I'm going to pull from a couple of my song decks here. So, of course, take whichever one resonates for you. All right, so I've got the heart songs and then heart songs of the 90s for those of you who love 90s songs. I'm thinking of doing an 80s version, but it requires a lot of time. So as soon as I can free up my schedule a little bit, I'll do that. All right, let's grab some songs. Angels and spirit guides, please. For those who are here, please bring forward some lyrical messages that could resonate with their situation, give them advice, to be able to help them in however way they need it. Okay, here we go. All right, our first song is A Groovy Kind of Love by Phil Collins. All right, I feel like grabbing two more, so let's do that. Nothing Compares to You by Sinead O'Connor. So somebody's got some regrets here. And one last one from this deck. You're the Inspiration by Chicago. Love that song. Somebody could be from Chicago as well. All right, so let's read this. Anytime you want to, you can turn me onto anything you want to. Anytime at all. When I kiss your lips, oh, I start to shiver, can't control the quivering inside. This simply addresses somebody's attraction towards you, and there's just a very special bond that they feel. And then this one here, it's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out every night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whomever I choose. I can eat my dinner in a fancy restaurant, but nothing, I said nothing, can take away these blues. Based off of what we've seen here today, guys, this could be someone from your past. It could be an ex-partner. They could be miserable. Maybe they're single, you know, however long it's been since you last saw this person. So they could be having a lot of regrets over the fact that they're not with you, or that things might have ended pretty badly, especially if maybe they cheated or they just did something pretty unsavory in the partnership that created some drama there. So now you're not in their life, and they're seeing other people perhaps that are in love. They're seeing couples all of a sudden, and they're not happy. They're not happy because you're not there, and ultimately they know that they're the reason why you're not there. Okay, so karma. And then we've got You're the Inspiration by Chicago. You know our love was meant to be, the kind of love to last forever. And I want you here with me from tonight until the end of time. You should know everywhere I go, always on my mind, in my heart, and my soul. All right, so for those of you, again, who might be in separation, there could still be something about you and the relationship that inspires this person to this day. So you've made an impact on this individual, even though you might not realize it, perhaps. All right, let's grab 3 songs from the 90s deck. Angels and spirit guides, please, for the collective. All right, here we go. 3 songs from the 90s. Okay. Please Forgive Me by Bryan Adams. If you guys have not heard this song, it's a good one. So obviously it speaks for itself. Somebody is maybe wanting to apologize for something that they've done. It's like, please forgive me for what I said or did. So it does say, the one thing I'm sure of is the way we make love. The one thing I depend on is for us to stay strong. With every word and every breath I'm praying. That's why I'm saying, please forgive me. I know not what I do. Please forgive me. I can't stop loving you. So they need forgiveness for something, again, that they might have said or done, or they're just really coming through with an apology in however way you might need that, perhaps, and that they still love you, obviously. All right, let's grab 2 more. 2 more songs for the collective. This is a 4-page letter by Aaliyah. So it says, Mama always told me to be careful who I love. And Daddy always told me make sure he's right. I always had my eyes on this one particular guy. I was too shy, so I decided to write. I'm sending him a 4-page letter, and I enclosed it with a kiss. This could simply indicate communication. You know, either it is in a form of a letter. Of course, nowadays it could be an email. It could be on social media. It could be a phone call. It could be a text. So however way that communication needs to come in, it could be coming in from somebody that really wants to reach out to you. Okay. This person might have a whole lot to say. They've got a lot to get off their chest, maybe. All right, 1 more song for the collective here. All right. We've got The One by Elton John. In the instant that you love someone, in the second that the hammer hits, reality runs up your spine and the pieces finally fit. And all I ever needed was the one. Like freedom fields where wild horses run, when stars collide like you and I. No shadows block the sun. You're all I've ever needed. So this to me reminds me of somebody that came to the realization that you're the one that they love, you're the one that they want in their life for the rest of their life. But if they did something to ruin the dynamic of the partnership, now we've got some regrets. So, you know, there's a lot that they feel if they could travel back in time to undo the damage, they would. Okay, so those are today's songs, guys. Hopefully there's something there that makes sense for you. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started on the personal readings. So far I've received one. Cameron, do we have how many? Okay, Gabrielle, okay, we've gotten your request here. So if you're listening to the personals and if you want one as well, that information is on the screen. Feel free to go ahead and request a, your own reading if you'd like. So let's go ahead and get started with that. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and reorganize my cards here, guys. Give me a couple minutes, and we'll get started with those requests, okay? All right. Lots of cards to reorganize here. And everybody that's tuned in, thank you so much for being here, guys. For joining us for this live stream. We do them every Sunday, pretty much around the same time, unless, there's some schedule conflicts there. All right. Hi, Rachel. Okay, sounds good. And if you have any questions, feel free to go ahead and ask in the chat. Cameron will be happy to assist you. And I also announced on my IG page, guys, that we're now doing Zoom readings. So if you haven't seen that announcement, that's something that I'm now offering. So if you want something done via Zoom, we can set that up for you. All right, so all that info is on my Instagram page. And if you don't already follow me there, please do so. I'd love to be able to connect with you on IG. And of course, if you don't already subscribe to the channel here, we'd love to have you be a part of our community. That would be great. All right. And personal readings don't always just have to be about love, romance, although that's the majority of readings that I do. You can request a career reading, finance, whatever. And that's something that I am going to be doing a lot more of on my other channel, which is Financial Forecast by Carrie. So I haven't really had a whole lot of time to promote that one so far. But yeah, I'm going to be offering more readings related to finance and career and such on that platform. Yeah, and some additional announcements that I'll have because in addition to being a tarot reader, I'm also a financial advisor of all things. So I will announce a lot of that stuff on that channel. All right, guys. All right, so Keandra, you are up first, and then I've got Gabrielle's request. All right, so let's get into your message here. All right, your question is, who and what is coming towards me in love? You are currently single. Your sun sign is Capricorn. Okay, so we've already done the letters and signs for the collective, but you know what? Let's do it for you specifically. Let's see what comes through there. All right, so like we just did for the general love forecast, I think it would be fun to just take a look at that initially, and then we'll get into the meat of your reading here. All right, so Keandra, Capricorn. Let's grab some letters of people that you might connect with, or people that are already in your life that you might not even be romantically linked to. Let's see, we have D. We have V. Let's see what else. X. DVX. For Keandra, we have an E. Okay. Let's grab a few more here. We have Y. We have a T. E. I'm guided to pull two more here for you. So let's do that. Look at this. We've got two D's coming through. Okay, so maybe you meet somebody who's got a first name and a last name that starts with a D, or they could have two D's in their name. We have an A. All right, one last one. And we have double T coming through. Somebody could also love T. Maybe you love T. Oh, wait, I'm seeing double E's as well. All right, so these double letters might be significant when you meet somebody, okay? You could always go back and watch this whenever you do make that love connection and find that, hey, wait a minute, a lot of these letters actually make sense. Okay, so let's grab the zodiac cards for you. People that you could connect with and meet. And it can be Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. For Keandra, Capricorn. All right. All right, well, you could connect with a Virgo here, so both of you could be Earth signs. Look at this, you could connect with another Capricorn. And then we have Gemini. Let me grab one more here. And then you have Libra presenting itself. So we've got Earth and Air coming through here, Keandra. So give that one a little bit of time. And once you start getting back into dating and you make that love connection, you know, and once you discover their zodiac placements, this could make sense. All right, so you guys could actually both be representing Capricorn, or it could also be Virgo, Gemini, or Libra. All right, so let's get into some other messages here for you, of course. Let's take a look and see what's coming your way when it comes to love, when it comes to romance, and what you have the ability to attract. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Keandra, Capricorn. Okay. All right, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please. What do we need to know? For Keandra, Capricorn. Look at this. All right, be mindful of people that are coming towards you that don't have the best of intentions, okay? They could be very sweet. They could be putting their best foot forward when you first meet them. But then here comes the drama, okay? So just due diligence, be mindful of who it is that you interact with. Because there will be somebody that comes in that would be a really good match for you. You know, somebody that brings in this soul connection, heart to heart, soul to soul. So definitely trust your heart and your intuition when it comes to people that you are romantically linked to. Look at this. We have marriage material, and that is followed by head over heels. So there will be somebody that you connect with where you really do feel like they check all the boxes, but there will also be somebody that you connect with that will not. Okay, they can't be trusted. And, you know, of course, this could be a part of your journey, what you've already experienced. Let me grab one more here. One more card, please. For Keandra, Capricorn. Team player. Yeah, this would basically indicate that you guys would be on the same page. You want the same things. You just connect, all right? You'll know it when you meet this person. So let's go ahead and clarify this. So it really does come down to you being able to decipher the good from the bad. Okay, so obviously we've done readings for you before, okay, and that there was a Capricorn, right? So that person's coming in with the energy of the devil here. So that could represent an unhealthy partnership that you've already encountered. But this represents somebody that's coming in who could be the right person for you. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, okay? So this is a strong bond. This could represent a perfect match right here. Somebody who really is going to withstand the test of time. The two of you together, it just makes sense. Marriage material, as we see. Look at this. We've got the Three of Pentacles. So remember, team player, well, that's what the Three of Pentacles represents. As long as you and this person are both fully invested, and again, they want the same thing that you do, then this should be a really nice partnership. Look at that, the High Priestess. So you represent the High Priestess in this reading, the Divine Feminine energy. And you will find somebody where you're going to know, again, that they really do check all the boxes, that this is somebody that you can see yourself being with forever. Head over heels, marriage material. That is no accident right there. A very special soul bond. So going back to what I said already, you know, it's very important that you really do trust that gut of yours, that feeling, that inner feeling inside that you know, it's like, wait a minute, this one could actually be the one. Look at these two cards. Whenever I see the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups right next to each other, because they both pick up off of divine feminine and the intuitive nature that you have. So you definitely have to trust that, because you're going to know, out of all the people that come towards you who might be romantically interested in you, there's one that's going to stand out more than anyone else. So it's really important for you to trust that. Yep. Because the Queen of Cups definitely picking up off of that intuitive nature, as is the High Priestess. We have the Three of Cups. So I'm kind of feeling for you, Keandra, that maybe the next person that you end up connecting with romantically, you might be maybe introduced to them through your circle of friends. You might just have a busy social life. Maybe, possibly, I'm feeling holiday season this year. So maybe November, December, things could be picking up for you. I'm just getting that vibe here. Friendships, spending time with family, you're just living your life, and somehow you make that love connection. This is a celebratory card right here, so it's a very happy time that's coming in for you. So I like that. We see the Four of Swords, so this is a resting period. This is a time for solitude. You know, sometimes you need to kind of regroup before getting back into the dating scene, so to speak, after having experienced not so nice things in the past. So this is giving you the time that's necessary in order to find yourself again, in order to give back to you, in order to fill your cup once more. And this is where it's taking you. Okay, so you will get past it. You will move forward. I love how we've got the Chariot showing up in the direction that it's taking you. This is telling you that whatever struggles and obstacles you might have faced in your love life, that things are going to improve. Things are going to get better for sure. This is giving you the chance to take action towards the right person. And Seven of Cups, you know, that's interesting, because if you dealt with somebody who treated you like an option, you know, who was cheating, who just couldn't be trusted, they had many choices in love and romance, well, you know, in a way the tables will turn, because this is life giving you choices as well. And now it's your turn. It's your turn to choose who it is that you want to be able to spend your time and your life with. Okay, so because you are coming in with the High Priestess and the Queen of Cups, remember, trusting your gut and intuition. So you're going to be armed with the wisdom that's needed in order for you to make the right choice this time. You know which one of these cups you need to avoid and which ones you ultimately need to choose. So I love that. Let's grab one more set of cards for you. I feel maybe latter half of this year could be when things really turn around for you. All right, so I want to grab some time frames in addition to what I'm feeling here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Keandra. Capricorn. All right. Please give us time frames for Keandra when it comes to dating, when it comes to love. Well, we've got February coming through. Okay. Let's see what else. We have March. All right, so maybe if it doesn't happen latter half of this year, it could be early part of next year. All right, give me one more card, please. One more time frame. Look at that. And now we've got January. So in a way, we've got January, February, and March of next year. That could be significant for you, especially when it comes to love, when it comes to just better days ahead, happier experiences for you. Okay, so I feel still like grabbing one final set of cards here. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Keandra. Capricorn. All right, what do we need to know? The sparks flew right from the start. So instant attraction when you make this love connection. Okay, give me one more card, please. One more card, please, for Keandra. Capricorn. The bitter cold. Look at that. Something is frozen in time. This is a love that is no longer around. So it's stagnant at this point. Cold feet, static love, frozen in time. All right, so this represents what you've experienced in the past. You know, it's frozen. It's not moving anymore. And so this right here represents the sparks that you would feel with somebody completely brand new, I feel. You know, bottom of the deck, look at that. We have abandoned, solitude, forlorn, jilted lovers. So this is you, in a way, walking away from a situation that is no longer serving you, okay, because you deserve better. All right, so let's clarify that. And then Gabrielle, we're going to do your reading, and Rachel, correct, Cam? Okay. So Rachel, don't forget to submit your info down below, okay? And then we'll get your reading done. All right, so let's clarify this. Look at that. There it is again, the High Priestess energy representing your divine feminine energy. Okay, so it really does come down to you, Keandra, being able to trust that you're making the right choices for yourself and the people that you choose to invest your time in, okay? I kind of like this because we've got the Death card and then it's followed by the Eight of Cups. So connections and people and situations that needed to end, that's the universe perhaps protecting you, you know, so that you are free to walk away, leave it behind because it's no longer going to serve you. So this right here represents change for you, for the better, in order to create something way better in the future. It's a new beginning. It's a transformation that life is wanting you to go through. And that as well will give you the opportunity to fully heal from past heartbreak and disappointments. Look at that. I love the Ace of Swords coming in here for you because it really is giving you the opportunity to cut things and people out of your life that don't even deserve to be in your presence. You know, it's giving you a clear mind to be able to make the right decisions for yourself. Focus on what's ahead of you. Don't even worry about the people that you've left behind because they're behind you. They're out of your life for a reason. Wow. So I'm going to leave that there because I really feel that this is a very empowered message that's coming through for you. It's time to turn a corner. It's time to open up a brand new page, write a different story for yourself. You know, it's like, okay, the past is what it is. It's in the past for a reason. You should close that door and just focus on what it is that you can manifest at this point. I do feel still that latter half of this year, something significant could happen or develop in your love life. And as we can see here, we've got January, February, and March of next year. So it might start in November and it could culminate during the month of March. So for those 5 months, there could be some major things that are going on in your love life. And I feel for the most part, it's good stuff. Okay, so thank you so much for your reading request. I do hope and wish you the best, that everything turns out fantastically for you. All right, so Gabrielle, I've got you. Let's go ahead and get into your message. All right, let me just organize my cards here. Give me 1 second. All right. Hi, Coya. It's nice to see you. All right. So let's get into some messages here. Okay, 1 sec. Let me get myself situated. So many decks around here. It's too funny. All right. 1 second, guys. Give me a sec. All right, so Gabrielle, what do we have? So you are a Libra. Quan is a Scorpio. Okay. Quan and I have been in a situation. Okay, so FWB for 3 years and nothing has moved forward really. I just want to know what is his next move. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at that. Oh, you're so welcome, Keandra. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much. All right, so let's go ahead and find out for you, Gabrielle, and see what's going on here. So first, let's take a look at Quan's energy, okay? Him specifically to see what's up there. Okay, so 3 years. It's almost like he's content with where things are, you know? All right, so we'll see if things can start progressing and moving. All right. Did it? Okay. So there were parts of that general reading that resonated with you? Okay. All right, let's see if we can hone in on your situation specifically. All right, angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Quan, Scorpio, and the connection with Gabrielle. Libra. Look at this. This is the front of the deck, and this is the back. So it's his own divine masculine energy, which means that whenever I see that, it reminds me of a masculine who's got something very specific that they're either dealing with, or there's something pretty major that's on his mind. I don't know if it's you quite yet, but let's see. We've got takeoff. Okay. This is the card after that, hollow. That's not good. Okay, so what I'm picking up here is that if you're looking to him to commit to you, I don't think he will, just based off of what I'm seeing so far. I mean, that could be too early to call that. We'll see. But whenever I see this combination of cards, it's somebody who's not willing to stick around or invest any more than he already has. In the heart space, he is coming through with that hollow energy. It's almost like he's protecting his own heart because he doesn't want to allow himself to feel fully. So in a way, he's really selling himself short. Look at this. We've got friendship. And of course, we do have the FWB situation going on. I really do feel, just looking at this, he's kind of content with where things are at, which is why there's not a whole lot happening here. Okay. Give me another card, please. Look at that, expressive. Just because this is here, and that should be picking up off of a person's heart space and their emotional space, I don't think he's expressing himself in the way that you would want somebody to express themselves when you're in a relationship with them. Let's grab some tarot. Let's see what's up with that. What is going on with Quan? Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Quan, Scorpio, and the connection with Gabrielle, Libra. Okay, what do we need to know here? Well, we've got the Knight of Pentacles, and it is giving us that indication that things are moving slow because he's just not really wanting to create any sort of movement for the two of you. It's like slow, like molasses. It's requiring patience on your part, but the thing is, I would hate for you to put your life on hold waiting for progress that might not ever come, you know? Look at this. This is literally the next card, and it's the Tower. So this is what I get when it comes to Quan's energy. He's content with where things are right now. If this FWB situation continues for years on down the line, I feel he's good with that. But the moment he decides to either end things or involve himself with other people, then that's where this Tower is going to come in. It's going to be destructive in the partnership, especially if you've gotten yourself wrapped up in the emotional space. Yeah, I think that's actually a good idea, just based off of what I'm seeing here, you know? Because this will hurt you. That's gonna hurt you right there. Oh man, these cards. Okay, Seven of Wands. Okay. Look at this. You've got the Eight of Cups coming through. It literally says walking away. That's the advice. I feel it's already coming through. This is where you will stay. Okay, in that friend zone. So before you get in any deeper, this is the advice, is for you to distance yourself, you know, because he's just keeping you at arm's length, so to speak. Here we are with that High Priestess energy. So trust your gut on this one, Gabrielle, because I really do feel maybe before I even started pulling cards for you, you already felt that what it is that you needed to do, you know? Trust your heart, because it's really trying to give you advice, or that feeling that something's off, something's not right here, you know. And he could maybe be talking to other people as well. If he's not sharing everything with you, then he's kind of spreading himself thin here. And then we've got the Four of Swords. Okay, so that's the card that's telling you maybe to just sever ties and give this one a break. Let it rest. Because it's just ultimately going to end up hurting you more in the long run. It's perhaps time for you to just be on your own for a minute and recalibrate your thoughts and prepare yourself for another person to come in, because this one is just not coming through as somebody with the best of intentions. And here we are with the Knight of Wands, which can sometimes be somebody who's in player mode. That is just part of the energy of this card. He loves his adventures. He likes to have fun. I mean, those intimate moments could be very passionate, but at the end of the day, the one thing that's missing is his heart. So, you know, he's giving of his body, but not his heart. He prefers things here. And so you're better off doing this. Just distance yourself, walk away from this one, cut your losses, and choose differently. And then you've got the Two of Wands. So future planning, the Two of Wands will offer you a couple of paths to take. You continue on the road that you're on, and there's no change. If you decide, you know what, 3 years is enough, I'm moving on, let's go. Choose a different direction, and you're going to see things moving so quickly in your love life, I feel, that you're going to wonder, why on earth did I give this guy 3 years of my life? This deck, I don't know what is up with this deck. It's hard to see. Two of Swords. So we're stuck here. Okay, it's not going to go anywhere further. You know, the FWB situation, again, that'll stick around as long as you allow it. But as far as expecting anything further from Quan, it's at a stalemate. It's not going to go anywhere. Okay, so that's the advice. I feel that you are so much better off distancing yourself from this connection, because that's all it's ever going to be. That's why nothing has moved. He doesn't want it to move. He's content with where things are at. So as far as his next move, it could be this. It could be, it's like, okay, I think I've met somebody and I've made a different connection. That doesn't mean he's ready to commit to anybody. It just means that he's met somebody else that he wants to maybe explore that physical connection with, and so he's in takeoff mode. And this is where you're at. That tower moment where things are going to self-destruct. It's just going to fall apart. The foundation will be lost. And he's not going to cry over it. He's just going to move on to whoever his next adventure is. And I would hate for you to just be that, you know? You deserve so much better here. So empower yourself. You know what it is that you need to do, at least based off of what's coming through here. And you deserve so much better. You will find love. You will find love. The moment you detach and open yourself up to someone else coming in, And what you can take away from this is the lesson, because whenever you see the Tower, there's always a lesson tied into it. It may suck to experience it, but it's also making you a stronger person so that you don't ever have to experience that again. Okay? So I'm sending you good vibes, good energy to be able to just move on from this and find somebody that's better for you, because again, you deserve it. All right, Gabrielle, so that's my advice. I do hope and wish that, you know, if you ever want to do another reading in the future, we can check into who else is surrounding you, who else can come in for you, better energies, new love. Okay? Thank you so very much. I appreciate your request. All right, Rachel. All right, let's get into your messages here. Okay, both Virgos. Okay, it's been a while, yes, since Todd and I have talked. We decided to stop because he wasn't making a commitment and needed to grieve his 4-year relationship. Okay, so you want to know what the current vibes, current feelings are? Okay, let's see. All right, let's take a look. So I'm going to rely on my Divine Masculine deck here again. Let's take a look at Todd's energy, okay? You're so welcome, Gabrielle. Thank you. All right, here we go. Todd, Virgo, and the connection with Rachel, Virgo. What's his vibe? What's his energy? What is he bringing to the table here? Hi, Ariana. It's on the screen right now, so it's literally scrolling. Just wait until it pops up on the screen, and then you'll be able to know the handle for Venmo. All right. Todd, Virgo, what is up with you? Present. Okay, yeah, we are focusing on where you're at right now. Your present vibe. Discontent. Undecided. Okay. And I don't know, Rachel, if some of these cards that we've done for you in the past, if this looks familiar, he's kind of unable to make a decision for himself when it comes to his relationships, when it comes to whatever's going on in his life. Oh boy, we got trapped. We've got complacent. What I'm feeling from Todd is that he is not ready to commit to himself, not ready to commit to anybody. He doesn't want to get his hands tied. He feels like the moment he commits to someone or to something, it literally causes him to feel like he's trapped. Like, oh my God, what have I gotten myself into? That's something that he's going to have to figure out for himself. You know, it's almost like the moment maybe something gets too serious or he feels like he's pushed against a corner, he doesn't want to tap into the emotions. He doesn't want to tap into his heart space here with that complacent energy. And so he kind of goes into this mechanical mode where he goes through the motions of something, but then that's not fulfilling him in any way. And so he ends up being here, discontent with what's going on with his life. So let's go ahead and see. He doesn't want to feel, okay? Whenever I see that card and this image, it reminds me of somebody who is cold in the heart space when it comes to his feelings. He doesn't want to really dive too deep. And so he kind of creates a situation for himself where he's battling these things going on within himself. So this indecision is because of his own mental space, his own inability to really feel. And it's really creating some drama within himself. I really feel for Todd that he has these inner demons that he has to face, that he needs to be able to address it and heal it for himself. So doing his own shadow work would actually be quite beneficial for him. That's what's going to bring him the healing that he needs so that it doesn't come through in his behaviors and how he interacts with other people. You know, it's like the universe wants to bring him love. The universe wants to put him on a path where he really can find happiness with one person in particular, you know, but instead he goes into hermit mode. We've got the hermit coming through here, but I feel that would be beneficial for him as well, to really do a lot of soul searching, to be able to heal parts of himself that need it, to be on his own rather than, you know, maybe jumping from one connection to another before he's really fully ready, or at least in a space mentally where he's ready. You missed the beginning? You can always rewind, okay? I know we're live right now, but you can always go back and rewind it. So basically, to recap, I'm just feeling in his heart space, he's not really wanting to dig too deep into how he feels, because there's something going on in him where he needs to address that. He is in therapy. It's a mother complex. Oh, Jesus, that's interesting. So if that's the case, then that could really explain why he could be very cold in the heart space. Wow. Indecision, and the card that's next to it is the Two of Pentacles. He's struggling a bit, you know, I feel, yes, to make a decision, but the Two of Pentacles literally represents balance, ups and downs, and juggling. He really cannot. He's unable to process what it is that he really wants to focus on, and so he ends up here. And then we've got the Five of Cups, you know, loneliness, depression, regret, failure, pessimism. That could be the emotions that he has failed to tackle for himself. And now that you've brought up the mother complex issue, you know, there's pain there that he has to resolve. That could be where this trapped feeling is. He's unable to resolve it for himself. So I really do feel, if he really is in therapy for that, that could be the very thing that lifts that weight for him. And now we've got the Death card. Do you know if his mother passed on or if she's still around, Rachel? Because that could be a literal interpretation for Todd if that's the case. But nevertheless, it represents, you know, things that have ended in order to maybe welcome in a new beginning. But in order for that transformation to happen, he has to be able to do the work. Wow. So there's change that needs to be implemented in his life, that's for sure. And I mean, this image really paints a particular picture, because when it comes to his heart space, again, with that cold energy, it's mechanical, it's like a robot, you know? It's like, I don't want to be able to feel too deeply. Father passed on? Okay. Man. So there's a lot of stuff that he's dealing with that could be very painful for him to just open his heart up to it. And so it starts to affect how he interacts with people, and not just in a romantic way either, you know? And then we do have the Four of Cups. He's kind of stuck thinking about how he might have been able to change things from the past, maybe. He has a lot of regrets here. So, you know, a part of him is kind of wishing if he could just go back in time to undo some of the damage that he's caused himself, wishing that he could do things differently. But that's contributing to why he's not fulfilled, why he's discontent, why he's got this inability to make decisions when it comes to his romantic life, when it comes to life in general. He might struggle with that. Now, this is interesting that we've got the Magician, because there's a part of Todd, I feel, that he would love to be able to manifest certain things in his life, but because he is here, unable to decide, it makes it really difficult, and I feel that creates a lot of delays for him. So that's part of the energy that we're picking up there. So let's see what else. What else needs to come through? Let me see what deck I'm drawn to here. All right, I'm going to grab from this one. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Rachel and Todd, Virgo energy. All right, here we go. We have the future. Okay, let me grab another one. This is interesting how we've got the future and then we have the past by. You know, it's like the past is in the past. We can't go back in time and undo things that we've done or said. And then we have the future here. So it could be that he's focused on what it is that he would love to be able to manifest in his life, but there's also this stuck energy. So it does say the future. I've always pictured you to be a part of mine. Never in my wildest dreams did I ever think that things could have gone so wrong between us. And of course, Rachel, part of this could be how you're feeling, you know? So it does say our deep bond has been ripped into shreds by deception, third parties, and trust issues. I don't know if that's what actually occurred there. But it says, my future, I don't know what it holds, but now I know you won't be a part of it. And that could be because of his own indecision, his own issues that's keeping you guys apart. And then we have her, which represents your divine feminine energy in this reading. Bottom of the deck, look at that. We have alone. So it says, we spend so much time trying to find that ideal partner, our soulmate, we forget to throw that energy into ourselves, to find love within yourself first, before you can find that love elsewhere. It will find you once you can spend time alone and get to a place where you enjoy spending time with you. I kind of feel that vibe for what it is that he needs to do in his life. He needs to be able to spend time on his own and really figure things out and heal parts of himself that is preventing him from being more expressive with people, from opening up his heart fully and not being so cold, you know? So let's go ahead and clarify this. Codependency, yeah. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please. Focusing on Rachel and Todd, both Virgo energy. What else can you tell us, please? He definitely has his guard up. That's for sure. That's him protecting his own space. Setting up boundaries, perhaps. I love how this Three of Wands is right next to that past card because, as it says here, it's about looking forward and not focusing so much on the past because we can't do anything about it anyway. All we can concentrate on is the present, where we're at now, and based off of the decisions that both of you make at this time, that's what's going to pave the way for how the future plays out. So if he's closed off, if he's not being very expressive, if his heart is cold to any of the emotions that he feels towards you, you know, so it's one of those things where it's like, leave it alone. And if it's meant to come back to you, then perhaps it's meant to be. But you're also not meant to just put your life on hold, you know, waiting for this to happen. Let's see. You're coming in with the energy of the Queen of Swords. And look at the next card. Eight of Cups. You're coming in with the energy of the Empress as the Divine Feminine. Okay. He fails to recognize that value in you, unfortunately. And so just these two cards alone, which I feel we saw that earlier, right? With the Queen of Swords, the need to just leave it alone. Just cut it out. Walk away if you need to. And I know that you mentioned, you know, you guys haven't talked in a while. This walking away could also be in your mind, in your heart. The need to walk away there, as well as walking away in the physical sense. Because sometimes we're not with the person, and yet we're still holding on in our heart and in our mind. So part of that work that perhaps you need to do Rachel, is to just release it fully in every aspect and just let it be. If he really wants to be a part of your life, then let him do the legwork. You know, let him walk towards you in a sense, and you just live your life the best way you see fit. And then you've got the star right here. So in a way, in order to move you onto the right path, you have to follow a different path. You know, so this right here, it's an illuminated path forward. In order to manifest a particular wish for you to find the right kind of love, I feel what's coming through in this reading is to just change directions. You can have that. You can find the happiness that you seek. But it requires you closing this particular door. And if he really wants to be able to be a part of your life fully, then he's going to have to find a way to open that door. It's not your job to do that. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the Death card. There's our transition. Okay. So there's a reason why that is coming through twice. All right. It is a transition for both of you, because this part of this transformation is trying to get you onto a very different journey where you really can find the happiness that maybe Todd is unable to offer you, because he's got quite a lot of baggage that's presenting itself here. You know, and that, again, it's not your job to be able to fix that. It's up to him to be able to address his own issues. And all you can do is follow your own path. Okay, so I hope that helps. Rachel, that's the energy that I'm getting here. Certain doors need to close, and it paves the way for new doors and new chapters to begin. Okay, I hope that helps. Thank you so much. All right, Cam, who's next? Okay. Coya, hello, hello. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Okay. Let me just get these cards in order again. All right. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your message here. I met someone and we went on a few dates and had a great time. His communication was bad, so I gave him space. What is his energy towards me? We haven't spoken. Okay. Let's see. I can't read this, Cameron.
That's the symbol beside.
Okay, hold on one sec. Okay, 1 second. Okay, so he's a Leo, you're a Gemini. His name is Vic. Okay. Okay, 1 sec here. All right, let's get started. You're so welcome, Rachel. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right, Coya, here we go.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm happy that you met someone. So he's not very expressive. His communication is bad. Okay. So no communication right now. Okay, let's see what's up. Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Vic, Leo, and the connection with Coya, Gemini. Okay. Short for Victor. Okay. All right, let's take a look at his vibe, okay? Let's take a look at his energy here. All right, Vic, Victor, Leo. So you are not communicating. What's going on? Okay, so we're seeing a conflict here. Sometimes, and it doesn't have to apply to this situation, but I just get this energy, Coya, sometimes when I see this card. So we're seeing 3 images here. It doesn't necessarily have to be a third party situation. If he's investing his time with somebody else, that could be why he's not communicating with you. If he's either interested in someone else, or maybe there was someone else in the picture before you even came in, but he's conflicted somehow. So let's see what's going on. We do see temptation. We're seeing discover. Okay. We're seeing discern. Oh boy. Okay, we're seeing admired. Okay. We're seeing freedom. And the next part after that is elusive. Okay, I'm just gonna read it the way it says it, because if he's tempted by someone else, if he felt the need to see what other options he had, you know, that could be what that discover message is about. It's like, okay, I have this pretty good connection with Coya, but, you know, let me see what else is out there. Part of this discern energy is that he's realized something that could have contributed to why things are not progressing for the two of you. And this image right here could literally be interpreted in that he's talking to someone else. You know, not that he doesn't have admiration for you. I feel he does. It's just I'm picking up that there might be other people that he is interacting with. And then we've got the freedom reference where he doesn't want to be tied down. I don't know if he feels if things went too fast for him. And just the fact that you mentioned the communication is off. Something is not happening there. And whenever I see this, it reminds me of somebody that doesn't return phone calls, doesn't respond to texts. You know, it's almost like they've gone silent, maybe even on social media. Part of that elusive energy could be that he could be talking to someone else. That's just part of the energy that I'm seeing there. So let's see if the tarot messages actually clarify that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Coya, Gemini, and Victor Leo. All right, what do we need to know here? What's up? What's going on? Okay, so we've got the King of Swords, but it's in the reverse. Okay, so there's this cold energy when it comes to Vic. Lack of integrity. If he's acting from a lack of integrity, then he knows perhaps that he's doing something that you either wouldn't approve of if you knew about it. What once could have been a very hot energy between the two of you where things were going great, now he's coming in with this cold vibe because of this conflict. It could have something to do with another person that he's focused on. All right, let's see what else. Got the Wheel of Fortune. Got the Page of Swords. So it's interesting how we've got Discover next to the Page of Swords, because the Page of Swords is somebody who's very curious and restless. Possibly he didn't want to stick around and he wanted to really look at other options when it comes to his romantic life. Okay, Wheel of Fortune, of course, it's like a turning point that could be leading him towards a different situation here. I mean, let's see what else. You had a disagreement? Okay. Five of Cups, grief, loneliness, old wounds. I mean, I don't know if there's someone from his past that he is still thinking about. I don't know if it's an ex-partner or somebody that he is grieving for. This is somebody that left his life. Maybe he still thinks of this person from his past. So if he's reconnected with somebody that he's been thinking about, and maybe he's hoping that things can turn around in regard to that. But part of this curiosity here, he felt the need to explore and see what was going on in that situation. This is the next card. We've got the Eight of Cups. Okay. And then we do have the King of Cups. So here's the thing. He's obviously representing the divine masculine energy here. But what I'm getting is he might have distanced himself from you in order to dig a little bit deeper when it comes to either an existing partnership that he had prior to when you came in, or he's opening his heart up to someone else. Because when it comes to the two of you, he's coming in with this solo energy of the Nine of Pentacles. Rather than partnership, rather than a mutual connection. I kind of feel him drawing away from it a little bit. And here's the thing, you know, it's like you guys both have the capability to find happiness in your lives, but I feel when it comes to Vic, there's somebody that he's thinking about, possibly an ex-partner that might have shown back up or maybe contacted him, and he feels happy when he's with this individual. Because right here, Five of Cups energy is loneliness. It's tapping into old wounds that he has to address for himself. That's a part of the realization, the discernment perhaps, that he's discovered for himself. And then we have the Ten of Swords. So there was a realization for him that a relationship that failed, that brought him into this Five of Cups where he was miserable. It's almost like he's wishing that that did not end. That person made him happy. That situation made him happy. So I don't know if that's what's actually going on, that there's someone from his past that he's reconnected with, or he might have met somebody else that brings him the happiness here. So you're being directed to just leave it alone. We do see the Four of Cups. Okay, so that is representing the disconnection here. He has disconnected. There's somebody else that he feels that if he doesn't take action towards this person, he's going to miss out on a second chance with this individual. You could certainly represent the Empress here, okay, but it could also maybe represent somebody that he either had a family with. I don't know if he has kids, because this could represent maybe the mother of his children, someone from his past that he maybe thought of marrying, or maybe they had a family or talked about that. Geez, I don't know if that's what's actually happening, but it's coming through here in that way. Look at that, you've got the Six of Swords. So you put that together with the Eight of Cups, there is this need to leave something behind. Okay, release it. Because at this point in time, the way it's coming through for Vic, he's not investing himself in the connection with you. And I hate to deliver that kind of news, but that's the way it's coming through here. Because if you guys really were on the same page, he'd be able to bring you that Three of Pentacles where you guys work together in the relationship, where he's spending time with you, you know, having a romantic experience or relationship with you. But I'm kind of feeling that these loving intentions that he has could be directed towards somebody else. We do have the Emperor, you know, so we do have the Emperor and the Empress representing divine counterparts here. But it's who he interprets himself to be with whoever this represents. Because obviously, if you guys are not talking, this might be somebody else that he was with or could be connecting with on that level, or maybe he feels more evenly matched up with this individual. Yeah. Bottom of the deck, we've got the Seven of Cups. So he's got other choices, he's got other options, or he's tempted. A part of that temptation is coming through with the Seven of Cups energy, because it does represent a temptation. So there's somebody here that's coming through with that type of vibe where he feels that he needs to be able to explore that. He's intrigued by it. He wants to be able to choose someone else here. And so my advice to you here, Coya, is to just let it be. See, no old relationship I knew of, but okay, wishing him the best. Yeah, unfortunately, that's how it's coming through here. I wish it could have turned out better, but it's really important for you to remember that this is something that you could claim for yourself as well. If he feels happiness with someone else, then you can claim that for yourself as well by simply not giving up on the idea of finding love here. You can find it. Two of Cups. Okay, marriage, partnership, mutual attraction. You can still have these types of experiences, but you need to be able to find somebody that is not conflicted in any way, shape, or form, because this was literally the first card that came through. So he doesn't have a clear vision of what it is that he wants for the two of you, and possibly because he's thinking of somebody else. Okay, so don't leave yet. I really want to tap into something else for you, because this is showing us that that relationship isn't going to go anywhere. So let's take a look at something for you that can go somewhere. Okay, let's see what's coming in. Let's take a look. What is it that you need to look out for? Who is coming towards you that can offer you something better than this? Look at that. You've got perfect fit. The card after that, life partners for life. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Coya, Gemini only. What else can you tell me, please? We've got touchy-feely. So this is somebody who could be very affectionate. Life partners. So you could certainly meet somebody that would love to be able to build a relationship with you in this way, where there is longevity. Somebody who fits you perfectly, and somebody that you will know is there for all the right reasons. And then you have team player. Okay, so let's clarify that for you, because you deserve that. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Coya, Gemini. Yeah, don't worry. It'll be fine. You've got the Ace of Wands. You know, even though this one might have started off nicely and then it just didn't go so well, that's okay. Life will hand you something better because you deserve it. It's a fresh start here. You are being given the opportunity to create the love life that you want. Even though something didn't work out, you've got a new cycle that's coming in here. So it's okay. Yeah, it may not have lasted, but something new is coming in. So we're seeing that transition with the Death card. You could also connect with a Scorpio, perhaps. You could even connect with Aquarius. And here you are coming in as the Empress. So if what you're wishing for, if what you're hoping for here, Coya, is to find love, it's still a part of your journey. You know, just forget what's happened here. Forget the negative energies and experiences that you've been through. It's not over. You know, as long as you're able to put out positive energy out there and not concentrate so much on people that just weren't open enough to just tell you what they were thinking and feeling, I feel the universe still has your back when it comes to finding love. You still have a wish that can manifest here. You know, you're coming in as this beautiful energy of the Empress, the divine feminine in this equation. And you will meet somebody who will see you as a life partner. Somebody who really can stick around. Somebody who doesn't have an agenda. Somebody who doesn't have any ex-partnerships that they're thinking about. Just really wanting to find their ideal mate. That's still something that you can find for yourself. Okay? So it's all right if you got to walk away from this whole situation with Vic. I feel once you do the work to really distance yourself, look at all this amazing stuff that you could bring your way. Okay? So don't be too down about how that whole situation happened. I feel that things are going to take a turn for the better for you. All right, Coya, thank you so much. It's nice to see you on here. And good luck to you, okay? Thank you as always. All right. Sheila, okay, let's do your reading. Give me 1 second here. Yeah, it's unfortunate, you know, that sometimes we meet people and they're too much of a coward to just be truthful with their intentions. And then they end up hurting us. But at the end of the day, the universe has our back. And good karma will always come in for good people. Okay. I think I need a bigger desk. Always have way too many cards around. No matter. Huh?
Do you need to spell soul's name? Denise, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. Or, wait, is it? Oh, it's Shanice?
Denise.
Yes. Sunflower Soul, hello, hello. How are you? Okay, Sheila, Leo, Clint, Aquarius, 5 years off and on relationship. Should I put an end to the relationship? Let's see. All right, so turning towards my very popular Divine Masculine deck here again. I really have Flames of Alchemy to thank because this deck, you know, I don't know, I can't speak for all card readers, but I have certain decks that are so in tune with my vibe. I've done maybe over 1,000 readings with this deck alone, just focusing on the Divine Masculine energy, and it doesn't disappoint. It's pretty much on point for the most part. So Flames of Alchemy, thank you. All right, Sheila, let's grab some insight here for you, okay? 5 years off and on. That's a good chunk of time to invest in somebody. All right. So are you guys off right now? Like you're not together? Okay, let's see, okay? Angels and spirit guides, please focusing on Sheila, Leo, and Clint Aquarius. What do we need to know here? What do we need to know, please? Oh, here's our good old elusive card. Guarded. Masculine shadow. Confused. He doesn't know what he wants either. Okay. So, if you find that, whether you're together or not at this point, that he's not very responsive, that he seems to be keeping you out of the loop, he could be opening himself up to other people. I mean, he's very guarded. He's got his boundaries up for some reason. Masculine shadow for a divine masculine. He's got some issues here that he is maybe not sharing with you or maybe not sharing with anybody. And it's no one else's job to be able to fix that. Clint has to be able to address those things for himself. But if it's unhealed, if it has been unaddressed, then sometimes those issues come into the relationship and then it just creates some form of drama here. All right, so you guys have been off and on 5 years. He doesn't know what he wants. And then we have cowardly. He's hiding behind this mask, which is telling us that he knows what he wants, but he's not telling you. So he's really not as confused as this card is coming through as, because somebody who is a coward just can't seem to do the right thing, you know, just hiding behind their own fears and anxieties here. So I'm kind of feeling that he is part of that on and off energy might also have something to do with his own mentality and his own feelings and his own interpretation of love, of romance, of the two of you and what he wants. Bottom of the deck, we do have that hollow card popping up again. So it's a similar situation to what we saw in the earlier reading that I did, where he's just not fully tapped into his emotions, his feelings. He as well could be coming through with this very cold vibe in his heart space. So let's go ahead and see what's up with that. Clint Aquarius. So, Sheila, should you put an end to this relationship? Let's see, let's see. I don't know yet. We'll see. 5 of Wands. Okay, fives in tarot. they're difficult. They're not an easy energy to deal with because it's a challenge, you know. He's dealing with some conflicts as well with that Five of Wands. There could be tension that he's feeling, or tension between the two of you sometimes. But it could also represent love rivals. And if there's a love rival here, whether you know it or not, that could be why he's coming through with this elusive vibe, where it could be a little bit tricky, a little bit complicated to navigate through that, because unless he's actually said it with his own mouth, you know, there's just no way to know if there's somebody else in the picture, unless you've discovered that for yourself, of course. You guys are clashing through that card, and we have another 5 coming up with the 5 of Cups. If you guys are not together right now, I mean, you could certainly be picking up off of this card for yourself. Sheila, you know, he's disappointed you. He's done certain things here in the partnership where he just wasn't acting from a place of integrity. And of course, that could have made you very sad and unhappy. We've got too many cards flying out here. You know, a 5 of Cups can represent sadness. And the thing is, it's like, I don't feel like his intention is to outright hurt you. But because of his own inner demons, perhaps, that's just the way it comes through. Especially when you guys are not together. Okay, what else? Page of Swords, okay. He's feeling restless for some reason. If he is investing his time and energy with other people, especially when you guys are not connecting, Sheila, that could have something to do with this confusion. You know, maybe he feels connected to somebody else as well. Maybe he's just coming through as too much of a coward to just be truthful with you and just say it already. We've got the Ten of Cups, which on its own, it's a beautiful card, of course. You know, it's a card of and just experiencing all of the amazing things that we would want to happen in our love life. You know, divine love. It's like a dream come true relationship, everything that you could have ever hoped for. And maybe when you guys are back on, this represents coming back together, the reunion. But it seems to be short-lived, you know? So your question is, should I put an end to the relationship? The Six of Swords represents the need to release baggage, to heal, to leave something behind, right? So if, let's just say, things are mostly bad rather than good, if that is outweighing the good parts of the connection, then perhaps part of the energy of this could be telling you to move on. Getting him to talk is almost impossible. Yeah, that could be where that elusive energy is. And also, he doesn't have the wherewithal to just speak up already. Yeah. No wonder. No wonder it's almost impossible. He really is coming through as incapable of expressing himself. Truthfully, anyway. What else, please? What else? We've got the Hangman. So, okay. We're going to look into more cards, but what I'm already getting from here is that you would be better off just ending it. Okay? Distancing yourself from this one, because he doesn't know what he wants. He really does not know for certain what it is that he wants for the two of you. He's not even allowing himself to feel fully. You know, he's very hollow in the heart space. And somebody who's coming through with that type of energy and who's got their own issues to deal with, he has to address that for himself first. So it's almost like he's carrying all this baggage, and that baggage is starting to create issues for the two of you. It may or may not even have anything to do with you or the relationship, but he's coming through with some unhealed stuff that's causing a little bit of drama here. Maybe he's just too fearful to just say it already. Here's another 5. So we've got 5, 5, 5 coming through here. I know that means something in an angel number. I'm just not too well versed on angel numbers here, but you might want to look that up. 555, that could mean something. It could be an added interpretation. If anybody knows what that means, please add it in the comment section. But the 5 of Swords can represent, you know, that sense of feeling defeated, like you don't have anything left to give. You know, you've already given it 5 years of your life. And it just seems here that there could be other people in the picture that, of course, he's keeping that from you more than likely, because the 5 of Swords could also represent sneakiness, as well as the elusive card. Yeah. We see guarded. The 7 of Wands can represent that type of energy. He's defensive, you know? And it's like if he was really comfortable in the relationship, there's nothing to feel guarded about. You should be the one person that he should let fully into his heart space, into his life. But that's not the vibe that's coming through here. And then we have the 6 of Pentacles, which is equality in the relationship. And if there's someone else that he's investing his time and energy into, there is no equality in the relationship. That's the one thing that's missing. He's not giving of himself fully to you. So it's one of those things where if he can't do that, then it's something that you need to do for yourself. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the 3 of Pentacles, which requires putting in the effort, working hard together. It really does come down to teamwork to be able to build this amazing foundation for the partnership. And if it was such a great foundation, there would be no in and out, no off and on relationship. It would just be. It would just be there, and you guys would be great. You'd be fantastic. Ace of Cups, okay? I feel when it comes to you specifically, Sheila, this is telling you that there's new love on the horizon, but first you have to close this chapter in order to be able to get onto a different path where new relationships have a chance of coming in. Because as far as this one is concerned, I'm feeling more of a stagnant energy. I don't see it going anywhere, unfortunately. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what it is that you have coming your way specifically. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Sheila, Leo. Wait, am I pronouncing your name right? Is it Sheila or Shalia? Am I pronouncing your name wrong all this time? Sorry if I mispronounced your name. I just saw it on the screen. I'm like, I thought it was Sheila, but it doesn't say that. Shalia? So I apologize if I mispronounced. All right, let's take a look, okay? All right, what is it that is coming towards you when it comes to love, when it comes to romance? Okay, so be mindful of getting yourself too caught up in relationships that could be codependent. I did pronounce it correctly? Okay, thank you. There's nothing worse than doing a reading and then saying somebody's name all wrong. All right. All right, we do have worth waiting for. I really do feel that the right kind of love for you will come in time. You know, but first, there's something tied into this connection with Clint that needs to be cleared out first, you know? And this is it, heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. But as we can see here, where's that card? Someone that's coming in with that type of energy is incapable of having those heart-to-heart conversations. And as you mentioned, getting him to talk is almost impossible. That's because of this, but there certainly is that need to do so. Okay, so the right kind of love will eventually find you. It does say divine timing is at work when it comes to your love life. I believe that, absolutely. All right. Chemistry, yep. And then we have make the effort. The right kind of partner, you will feel very connected. Okay, the chemistry is undeniable. And somebody who really is fully invested in the partnership will meet you halfway. It's not you doing all of the work in order to get the relationship to progress and to thrive and to be happy. Okay, so let's clarify that and see what else we can learn here. Okay, here we go. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Sheila, Leo. You're coming in with this beautiful energy of the Queen of Pentacles. So I feel that it's time for you to give back to yourself, you know, to be very nurturing and loving towards you. That's a part of the energy of the Queen of Pentacles, is that very nurturing spirit. And sometimes when we're so busy giving to someone else, even though they might not deserve it, then our cup tends to run empty. So it's time for you to focus on filling your own cup in the meantime. You're also coming in with the energy of the Queen of Swords. So use that sword and sever ties. You know, sever ties with Clint once and for all. You're also coming in with the energy of the Empress. I love that. You, of course, represent the Divine Feminine here. So if what you're hoping for is to find your ideal mate in this lifetime, you know, maybe to get married, maybe to start a family, if that's something that you're interested in, all of that is absolutely possible. I love how we've got the Three of Pentacles right here, and look at the next card. You've got the Ten of Cups, you see? So all of this is possible. It's just going to take its time getting to you. So you just have to trust that what's meant for you when it comes to finding love, it will find you. Okay, so it's one of those things where you just got to live the best life that you absolutely can. Distance yourself from the connection with Clint. I do feel that that's not really going to go anywhere unless he addresses his own issues, you know. But he needs to be able to meet you halfway, and that's what you have the capability of attracting, because this can represent marriage, it can represent very happy energy, family, your hopes, your dreams, love, commitment, a beautiful home that you share with someone. All of those things can happen. You can have it all. But I feel in time that can happen. Right now, just focus on your healing, focus on doing the work to release yourself fully from the connection with Clint. If you guys are not together right now, then part of that message and energy has to do with releasing in the heart space, releasing in the mind, as I mentioned earlier in one of the other readings, because that could be even harder than letting someone go in real life, you know, because our mind, our heart can hold on to things for a very long time, regardless of whether we're with that person or not. All right, so that's what I've got for you. Thank you so much. I hope that offered you some advice that's helpful, certainly when it comes to the connection with Clint. Okay, thank you so much. All right, Cameron. Okay. Ariana, okay, you're up next. All right, let's go ahead and get some advice for you. Give me 1 second here. And thank you guys, everybody that took the time to join us here today. We really appreciate you guys. And if you end up listening to this after it's been broadcast and you missed it, we do them every Sunday around the same time, unless, you know, there's some schedule conflicts and we have to maybe switch the day or the time, but I'll always announce that in advance on the community tab here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. So if you don't already follow me there, please do so that you can be on top of all of the announcements that we have going on there, okay? All right, so Ariana, let's get into your message, okay? Is it time for me to give up on this? Okay, so You are Leo, and is this Gumar?
Yes.
Gumar is a Libra. I hope I'm saying that name correctly. Please let me know if I'm not. Okay, so time for me to give up on this. He wants me to wait for him to get his life sorted out, but I don't know if I should. Okay, so I've been doing readings for, gosh, I'd say about 30 years. And before I even get started in your reading, whenever I've done a reading for somebody and the other person feels the need to sort their life out, so you're kind of in limbo, you're being asked to wait, that's a red flag. Okay, but we'll see. Oh, let me see here. Goomer. Oh, okay, got it. All right, thank you so much for the correction. Jennifer, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we could still accept the request, yeah. Okay, all right, so let's get into that, okay? Goomer. All right, so I'm just gonna stick to the same Divine Masculine deck for all the requests here. Angels and spirit guides, please, focusing on Goomer, Libra. All right, what is his intention? What is his energy when it comes to the connection with Ariana, Leo? Okay, so he has children. Okay. All right, here we go. All right, is it worth continuing to hold on here? What's his energy? Goomer, Libra. Admired. Okay. What else, please? Frustrated. Okay. He's coming in with this contemplate vibe. He's doing a lot of thinking whenever I see that. Okay. What else, please? Focusing on Goomer, Libra. Give me another card, please. Discover. That doesn't necessarily mean that he's actively looking for somebody else, but it's crossed his mind, I think. Okay. There's a lot of this energy coming forward from him where I feel he does a lot of thinking, and it creates this frustration because he might even be coming up with these particular scenarios that are complicating his thoughts here. So whatever it is that he feels the need to sort out, if the partnership truly were a strong one, and if he feels that you're exactly what he's looking for, then whatever it is that he needs to sort out should be something that he would be comfortable enough to put the work into that while being in a partnership with you. So let's see. Give me another card, please. So here's the thing. Okay. So Ariana, you could actually represent this divine feminine, or part of his desire to discover and see what else is out there. Maybe he feels like he wants to definitely make sure that you're the one. But next to this discover message, either he's got one foot out the door, or part of the reality could be that there's somebody else that he's talking to here. Let's see. So I'm already feeling that if he is thinking of other options that he might be able to bring in, or if he finds himself attracted to somebody else, let's just say. And let's just say he's just thinking about it. He hasn't done anything. Just the fact that he's thinking about it could be an issue later on down the line. But, you know, we'll continue to dig a little bit deeper and see what's going on here. We've got temptation. So there could be somebody else that he's tempted by, interested in. Whether that's just in the thought processes, he could be fantasizing about somebody else, or part of his fantasies and temptations is that he's actually met someone. And then we have discontent. Oh boy. Okay, let's see what else. Okay, we have bondage. What I am gathering here, Ariana, is that he's not ready for 100% commitment to the relationship. And that statement, if that's really how he put it, like he wants to wait, he wants you to wait for him to get his life sorted out, that could be a long time, you know? Is that just a cookie cutter response or statement? It's like, I want you to wait for me. You know, in other words, he's putting you in limbo. He's putting you sort of in that just waiting on the sidelines type vibe. It's like, oh, just wait for me to figure stuff out. But by the time he figures things out, it might be that he wants to invest his time with somebody else. So that wouldn't be fair to you. So let's go ahead and grab some tarot here and let's see what else we can learn here. So I'm leaning more towards you just distancing yourself. That seems to be a common theme here today. Because you deserve someone who's going to fully invest their time and energy with you, not just telling you to, you know, put your life on hold while they sort things out. You absolutely have the capability to create the life that you want. He's trying to disengage from the mother of his children. Okay. He has you in limbo. It feels that way. Yeah. Sort of at a crossroads here. Exactly. So even if he is trying to disengage from the mother of his children, that's not fair to you to just have you staying on the sidelines waiting for a decision here until he can really fully invest his time and his life and his heart with you. That's not fair. Now, this is interesting. 8 of Wands, you know, fast movement, back and forth. There's that back and forth energy, communication, rapid change. I feel you absolutely have the power to create change in your life right now. And part of that could be to distance yourself or to walk away or to maybe come up with an ultimatum where it's like, you know what, go ahead and figure your life out, do what you got to do, but I'm not putting my life on hold, you know, because it could be one of those things similar to the reading that we did earlier where somebody's in and out of your life, things are on and off, you know, because he's got you on hold. And that's not a nice place to be. Look at that, 2 of Pentacles, multiple priorities, balance, ups and downs, yep. Back and forth, in and out, ups and downs, juggling. So if he's juggling, and okay, to give him the benefit of the doubt, he may not be juggling another person, but he's juggling his priorities, and you're a part of that. You know, if he's juggling, then he's uncertain, and that could be where the frustration is. Whatever issue he's got going on with the mother of his children, that's on him, you know? But he shouldn't put that on you to just wait, you know? Having someone wait is telling them to put their life on hold. And that's not something that would ever benefit a person. I would not ever give anyone that advice to just wait for somebody to figure something out, you know? I like this. Okay, so what I'm feeling, Ariana, is life in a way is wanting you to take action when it comes to this situation and to be able to create movement for you. That's movement forward. Because right now, you're in limbo, as you mentioned, things are stagnant. It's not going anywhere. It's like that Two of Swords type energy where it's just at a stalemate. It's like, okay, you know, just stay right there. I have stuff to figure out. You know, I've got the mother of my child or children to, you know, address there. I've got a whole bunch of stuff going on in my life. So just wait. Just stay where you're at. Just wait. That's not enough. That's not a good thing to do. You've got the Star. So even the universe is wanting to step in on your behalf to pave the way for you to be able to walk away and just follow a different path. Because by doing so, you might just find that you connect with somebody else on a much stronger level. Look at that. We've got the Five of Wands. So as I mentioned earlier, fives can represent challenge or adversity. And we have tension, arguments, conflict, competition. So it's almost like you're competing with other people, other things going on in his life. And it should not be a competition. Being in a relationship that's good, being in a relationship that's happy and fulfilling, should not have this type of conflict going on. Wow, let's see. Nine of Swords. Seven of Cups. Here we go. He's got a lot going on, no doubt. He's got other options. He's got other choices. I don't know if you're able to relate to this one, Ariana, but sometimes, you know, this is somebody who can't get any sleep at night. You're up late thinking about this, but it could also be on his side. That could be part of the frustration because he creates some drama in his life. So he could also be afraid of committing to you fully because of what's going on with the mother of his children. You know, maybe he feels overwhelmed. He's got too many responsibilities, perhaps. He has a ton of baggage. I agree. That's the way it's coming through here. Yeah. He's quite stressed. Yeah, I would say so. That's where that frustration is coming from as well. But I'm also feeling like the stresses in his life, it's because of how he conducts himself. And then we have the Magician. So if he wasn't so scattered in his thoughts, I really do feel that he has the capability to manifest so much for the two of you. But this is now giving you the opportunity to manifest for yourself. You know, to be able to bring in the love that you deserve from a new relationship, perhaps. Because this is a new chapter that's being offered to you to be able to manifest your ideal mate in this lifetime. I'm just going to call it. I don't feel that it's him. I feel that you're meant to experience love in the future with somebody else. That is what I'm getting here. And look at the next card here, Ariana. Do you see that? The Strength card represents your own Leo energy. So it might be scary, you know, to just end this chapter of your life and just to get back into the dating scene and open yourself up to love again. Maybe you're feeling vulnerable to do that, but this is giving you the courage that's needed in order to do what is right for your life, in order to create movement towards finding love again in a different direction, or just being able to create movement in your life, period. You know, it includes every aspect of your life, not just your love life. And then bottom of the deck, we've got the Nine of Pentacles. So this is representing independence. This is representing self-sufficiency. So you're able to stand on your own 2 feet with or without him. So you're able to bring in abundance into your life, and abundance comes in so many forms. and that certainly includes love. So try not to worry. I have a feeling that you will find love elsewhere. As far as this whole situation with Goomer, let him sort out his life. You know, that's his stuff to bear. That is his burden to carry. Whatever drama he's created in his life, then, you know, he needs to figure it out for himself. But it's totally unfair of him to be telling you to put your life on hold until he figures that out. You deserve better, and based off of what I'm seeing here, you have the capability to manifest that. Okay? So I hope that helps you, Ariana. I really do feel that he's been selling you short, and you shouldn't be able to put your life on hold just waiting for him to figure stuff out. All right, so I'll leave that there. I do hope that offers you guidance that's helpful. All right, Cameron Carr. That's it. Okay, guys. I have been chatting for how long? 2 hours. I'm just grateful I didn't have any coughing attacks because I'm still getting over this darn cold. You're so welcome, Ariana. Thank you very much. And to everybody that requested a personal reading here, guys, today, we appreciate you so much. And I'll go ahead and announce the next live stream that we will have next Sunday. So that announcement will be in the community tab here on YouTube as well as on Instagram. So please follow me there if you don't already. It's, what am I over there? The Celestial Forecast by Carrie on Instagram. And we always announce it there as well as any other stuff that's going on, new readings that are going to be posted. So yeah, we'd love to see you over there as well as on here. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and we'd love to be able to have you join us for our next live stream. All right, guys, so that's it for now. So on behalf of myself and my daughter Cameron, who is our moderator, we will see you guys next time. And for those of you who did request a reading, you can always go back and rewatch this anytime that you wish. All right, guys, thank you so much. We'll see you in the next one.